22nd of May and it's snowing.
This is really Saskatoon country out here. Muhammad Ali.
He's got a heart made of yellow barley straw.
I'm John.
I'm Dave.
And we're the Hardware Guys.
My mother has taught me a lot about life and about being tolerant with other people. She's been very helpful with the raising of my children. I love her to death. She's an inspiration to me.
My mother, I admire her for the drive that she does have. She's a fairly sickly lady in terms of health-wise and whatnot. She's also shown me the drive to keep going, no matter what life throws at you, basically. Pretty much that's it. Other than she's a good cook. Bye.
Traffic report. A grader from the RM of Webb with a lawnmower on the side has just gone by. And that's the traffic report from 2 miles south of Antelope, Saskatchewan.
And the sad thing is, we never ever asked him.
Probably wasn't that good. That's the whole reason I never buy a lottery ticket. Because if you gave me $2 million, it would ruin me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but it would have been.
No damn good.
It would have been good for me.
No damn good. I'm getting almost to the stage where I could use it well now. But if you'd have given me give me $1 million when I was 25, it would ruin me.
It'd have been ruined. Oh, I want
Not that I ever did any real honest work. Or
I want that opportunity.
Now I've got my old truck and my old golf clubs, and I don't know what he's looking for next year.
Well, that'll do me. I'm counting on that truck to keep me out of trouble when I retire. I spend all my time working on it. John Jack wanted to buy it from me. John Jack, he wanted to restore.
Just something that has to be done in every community, no matter what size it is. There's volunteer firemen all over in every community in Saskatchewan. There's always fires, yeah, always accidents, always a need for us to be there to help out either. Besides fires, would be involved in the jaws of life or rescue in accident scenes. Grass fires, which are a totally different type of a fire to fight than structural fires. Providing training for our men and education for public is one of our jobs too, where we go to the schools and try and get programs going with Learn Not to Burn. The Fort Bell Fire Department consists of 20 volunteers. Your very first year on the department is full of training, taking modules, offering courses that you can go to, but it's ongoing for years and years and years of taking training. Right. Well, some of our modules will be ladder modules, or pump operators modules, search and rescue, SCBA, self-breathing apparatuses. Each module is broken down. Lots of equipment to learn how to use, safety, knowing how fire behaves is one of the first modules. You have to learn how fire behaves before you go and start attacking it. And after a fire or any incident, we come back to the hall and sit down as a group and we discuss it and we look at the pros and we look at any deficiencies and move on. And it takes a lot of practice. Practice, practice, practice. practice. area of actually when they go to one of their very first fires, and to see how fire is in a building, and to be able to see the step-by-step sequence that is taken in order to extinguish it and to check if you have to check for occupants in it. It's quite a thing for a beginner to watch that and learn. Real close-knit units. Camaraderie, trusting each one, because we all have jobs to do. Some of them are dangerous jobs. You have to trust your person that's working with you, beside you.
Quick, about fire department! Anybody in here? You got a victim! One victim! What is it? Victim! Got a child! Okay. I got it myself. You got it yourself? Let's just leave me out, Mike. Leave me out. Yeah. What is it? Mattress? I feel a mattress? Well, there's something on it. Yeah. I feel something. Hey! I'm at the hook. Are you okay? I found I'm going to pick him up. Okay. The person, are you okay? Hang on there. Can we pull out? No. 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 Not yet. Found him. We're going to go to the right, Mike. We're going to the right. Here we go. Hang on, hang on.
As you can see, these guys found this one quite a little bit.
How you doing? We're at the fire department. We're here to help you. Come on, good buddy. Keep going, Mike. Keep going, buddy. Feel crib. I feel something in the crib there. I got a little baby. Are you okay? We're gonna leave her out. Leave me out. On the left, I mean. On the left. Oh. Not a victim. Me. Was that you? That's me. Not a victim, I think. Right here.
Oh, Kurt, yeah, Steve, Chris, Kim, Sean. So it looks like they've already gone to the second event here. First team throughs.
Oh, shit. Boy. Steve, get him on gun. Get him on gun. He's got to go again.
Clive Olio.
Kelly Mason.
Paul Boomey. Mike Erickson.
Les Boomey.
Kelly Shear.
Clayton Duffy. James Miller. Tim Cobb.
Don Taves.
Tim Ryle.
Andrew Joner.
Where?
What? I destroyed it.
Far side.
After that, you come back over here and we'll do the same thing with the next one. And then at the end, we'll
Here we go.
Show me your love, you're making history here.
Why don't the front guys sit, the back, second row kneel? Front guys.
Well, you're on camera.
Next year, hopefully do it again and maybe even get more departments involved in it after everybody goes home and tells what went on.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
When you become a fireman, part of it's going through an interview process, and part of on the application is, can you leave work in case of fire or accident or whatever. You're given your pager, and if like right now it went off, I would have to go. And he's on the understanding that sure, it's fine if we're out serving community or whatever, and then we just put in some extra hours later or throughout the week, or we've got to work a Saturday or whatever to catch up. That's what we do.
There's no sight in that building whatsoever. You have to feel your way around and just be careful. Oh, you put on your breathing apparatus. There's always two men that go into a building at the same time. You never go in by yourself. There's rules and conduct to follow. You've only got so many minutes on your air tanks, so you use that as a lifeline. So when you go into a building, our rules are you follow to the right at all times, and you always put your hose to the right side of the wall, and when your beeper goes on your air tank below to tell you got 5 minutes to get out, you leave your nozzle where you are and you just turn around backwards. The guy in the back is now the leader, the guy in the front is now the follower. You hold on to his boot and you hightail it out of there, and you just follow your hose back out to where you came in. And then the next crew, because it being black, they follow the hose. That means they can move a lot faster, get back to the nozzle, and they can start searching some more. Yeah, I did that actually this spring, just over here on Blondeau. We weren't sure if anybody was in the bedroom or not. That's where the fire was started, so I took Swade Wright as my partner. We went in. He's never been into a fire before, but you gotta learn, so I put him under my wing and he come in and we walked through, and he couldn't believe that it was dark like that, and so on and so forth. And there was nobody in the room, but when we opened the door there was fire, so we knocked her down.
So what do you do for excitement?
Excitement? Play with my kids. Play with my kids as much as I can. That's my excitement.